So there's a question by Dr. Jamil. Please explain about the relationship between present mental state symptom and mental state in childhood.
See, Sigmund Freud very nicely said this, Jamil, that if you really want to understand something, you have to go back to the childhood to understand the origin of that state. So the origin of the state of hyoscyamus in childhood will have to be jealousy or fright. The origin of the state of stramonium will have to be clinging and fright. So in this way, actually, it's almost like seeing the same thing as if two sides of the coin. It is just imagine how to understand Mr. Jamil now and to see Mr. Jamil when he was 8-year-old. It is essentially the same thing. It was you only, but the times were different. But essentially, it was you. This is what it is. Same with materia medica. I hope I was able to answer you. And that's why you have to understand materia medica with stages, with deeper understanding, with patterns, with layers.
So Dr. Kajal asked, please explain about the difference between Hyoscyamus and Lachesis in case of jealousy and loquacity.
Good question. First of all, in Lachesis, the idea is not only of jealousy. In idea of Lachesis also jealousy and revenge. There is a competitive nature. Lachesis basically is a competitive, passionate guy who wants to beat everyone and go at the top. It is like a one-upmanship. Main tere aage. I will be 5 steps ahead of time. I will beat you. And he will never let you know. This is Lachesis. Hyoscyamus basically is a very, very silly, foolish, suspicious, insecure kind of person. The jealousy is very, very childlike in Hyoscyamus. It is more sexual oriented. It's more attention seeking. The loquacity of Hyoscyamus is often very foolish, very silly. You will laugh at Hyoscyamus. With Lachesis, he won't give you a chance to laugh. That's the difference. They are very sharp, Lachesis are. They are magnetic. When they talk, you listen. They tend to mock people a lot. Lachesis.
So Dr. Sonali Rathi asked about what to do when allopathic medications are given to the patient. Should we discontinue or simultaneously we can continue?
Depends from case to case. It has to be evaluated case to case. In some cases, I straight away stop the medicines. In some cases, you have to taper down. In some cases, you have to continue for some time. In some cases, you have to give it together. It depends from case to case.
So Dr. Partha asked how to differentiate suspiciousness of Hyoscyamus and Thuja.
Of Hyoscyamus and Thuja.
And Thuja.
Yeah, in Thuja basically a psychotic remedy. The main genius of Thuja is a kind of fixed idea. They get like a fixed idea. They feel, acha, I feel there is a animal in my abdomen. And at a deeper level, the whole idea of Thuja is that of fragility, is that of brittleness. Oh, I'm very delicate. If I take little medicine, it will just blow up. That is typical for Thuja. In Thuja, the idea of betrayal and all is not there. On the other hand, in Hyoscyamus, the whole idea is of fright and betrayal. That's how you differentiate.
So Dr. Nandini asked anger difference between Hyoscyamus and Stramonium.
Anger difference. So you can superficially differentiate all these kind of things. But at a deeper level, Stramonium genius is clinging. Is feeling as if they are alone in the world. And at a deeper level, the genius of Hyoscyamus remains that they are like spy. They are suspicious. They cannot trust people. They feel people are going to betray. This is what it is.
So Dr. Sukhdeep asked about the genius of Solanaceae family.
I can tell you the genius of Hyoscyamus instead. Okay, maybe that is more relevant at this moment for you to know. Maybe. The main genius of Hyoscyamus is a kind of, joking, spasms, shameless kind of foolish fright and betrayal. This is the main kind of suspicion. Yes, this is the main genius of Hyoscyamus.
So for the last question, we'll take Dr. Seema's question. She asks that it is sometimes very difficult to find LM potency. And so could we use aqueous form of 200C in these patients?
Oh, Unfortunately, potency cannot be replaced. Some chronic cases may require LM potency at some point. So long term, I'll tell you, about 4 years back, I started using LM potency more often. And after I started using, my results just changed. About 5 years back, I used to get patients only from Mumbai. Once I started using LM and I started treating cases, I'm getting patients across the world. Patients come from different parts of the world to come and get treated because they see the results. One of the important things is I also have evolved, but I started using so many different things, including LM potencies.
So, Namaste from Mumbai. I am Dr. Gaurang, based in Mumbai. So, we have just recently started the course on classical homeopathy. This is a 7-month course. It's a weekend online course, one of its kind, with close to about 20 global homeopaths teaching so much in depth about organon, materia medica, repertory, that I would want to invite every single homeopath there for this course. You can join anytime. It would be 120 hours. It would be only weekends. And the recordings would be available for 1 year. So you will get to see the videos again and again close to 1 year. So that would be a major advantage for any homeopathic student who is either studying homeopathy in college or an intern or a practitioner. There is something for everyone. Once you join the course, you also become part of one of the WhatsApp groups, one of the top WhatsApp homeopathic groups, or a top group that we have curated, where we'll be putting up a case every week and you will be solving cases. So this solving cases helps a lot. Now almost close to 50 cases we have put gradually. We are going to be putting, and you can solve it. That's a very special thing that you could do. Not just about organon, materia medica and repertory, we'll also talk so much about different approaches. You're treating cases of acutes, how we can treat cases of currently acute COVID, how we are using remedies like streptococcinum, pyrogenium, influenzinum in today's acutes, how we are using the remedy China, for example. Today I saw a case, chills begin from back. One of the top remedies, Repertorium perfoliatum. So these kind of very important kind of clinical indication. We will also talk about other approaches, how to treat hormonal cases. Here in my clinic in Mumbai, you can see this is my clinic. We are treating many PCOD cases, thyroid cases, endometriosis cases. What is the approach? How I use sarcodes, how I use nosodes, how to use organ specific remedies, how to use backflower remedies, how to use star of betel, how to use biochemics in today's time with cough and cold, little dullness, malaise, whitish discoloration of discharge, tongue white, calimuriaticum 6x, how we are using it. So there are so many different approaches we are going to be talking, and that is why with open arms I want to invite every single one of you. You can join, be a part of us. There are close to 650 doctors who have already joined, and we have a limit of 900 seats for now. So you can write to us, write to me. There will be an entire email ID with all the details of the course below. You can write gaurang@gmail.com, and it would be so good to study with you. Namaste.